All right, clap once you can hear me. Clap twice you can hear me. All right, good afternoon, class. How's everyone feeling today? By putting your thumbs up if you're having a good day, thumb at the side if you're okay, and thumb down if not such a great day. All right, good. Well, turn those frowns upside down. Today, y'all get to learn about how to do CPR on an adult mannequin. All right, first thing I want you all to do is take everything on your desk and put it underneath, please. So, good. So, let's say y'all were coming into class just like you were, and you saw your teacher or you saw someone else laying on the ground. What would you assume happened? Yes. Potentially, yes.
Taking a nap.
See, that could be very well true. Yep. Okay. Had a heart attack. Okay, yeah, those are all very good answers. Now, when you're assessing the scene, like when you first come in the classroom, there are three things you need to understand. And it is the 3 C's. It is check, call, and care. I'll be coming back to that throughout the lesson the whole time. So let's say you walked into the classroom, and like I said, you see the teacher on the ground. You need to make sure the scene is safe before you can assess the situation at all. What are some things that would make the scene unsafe, where you weren't able to do anything? Yes. Yep, okay. Okay, yes.
If like the person was thrashing around.
Okay, yes, potentially, yes. Go ahead.
They were like in like a small space or something.
Okay. How about if there was a fire? Like the building was starting to come down because there was a fire. Right? Yeah?
You take him out the window?
Well, yeah, you could do that. Can you think of any other situations where it wouldn't be safe?
Tornado.
Yes.
Flood.
Right. There you go. Good.
Earthquake.
Okay.
If there are like lots of people coming into the room and not knowing what's happening.
Okay, yes, good. One more answer.
Weapons.
Yep. Okay, good. There's one thing that I'm surprised none of you mentioned, but what happens if you saw somebody laying in a puddle of water? What would you think happened? Drowned? Any other?
Maybe they slipped and banged their head.
Okay, yeah.
Fell while they were peeing.
Anybody else? What if the person was electrocuted by the water? I mean, if they were laying in a puddle and some electric current hit it. That's another situation where the scene would not be safe. All right? Thumb at your chest so you understand what I'm saying right now. Good. That is great. All right, so like I said, you walk into the classroom and you've determined that the scene is safe. So it's like the classroom right now. There's nothing wrong. There's no fires. There's no water by the body. What would be the next thing that y'all do?
Like see like what happened.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Get a different teacher.
That's great, especially if a student, a younger student like you, yes?
See if he's breathing.
Yes, thank you, that is great. So you check the situation, check call, yep. Now you're gonna call. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go up to the person who's laying down and you're gonna tap them on the shoulder quite forcefully, be like, are you all right? Are you okay? And then if there is no, because like you said before, what happens if the teacher or the student is just taking a nap? Well, more times than not, that's going to wake the student or the teacher up. So if you do that twice and there's no response, so let's say I walk in, Are you all right? Are you okay? And then there's no response. The person who is taking control of the situation will look at somebody in the crowd. So let's say, like, all of you came in like you did, and I'm like, you, go get a teacher and have them call 911. Now, it's important to point and tell that person, because if I was like, quick, someone call 911 and get somebody, who would do it? Potentially, but more times than not, if I designate someone to do it, they're more than likely going to do it. So the next thing I would do would check if they're breathing. What are some ways that I could check to see if the person is breathing? Yes.
You put your ear by their mouth.
Yes. Hearing. Good. Good. Any other ways? Yes.
Check to see if their chest is open.
Yes. Seeing. Great. That's awesome.
Check their pulse, or whatever it's called.
Yes. Great. You can check their pulse. There's one more that I'm kind of shooting for. I don't know if you guys will be able to get this.
If they're moving or not.
Yep. Yeah, that's good. Anybody else?
Mouth. You smell
Think
it?
of, no, not the direction I was thinking of, but so like I said, there's seeing, there's hearing. The next one I was shooting for was if you can feel their breath. So like when you turn like this, if you can feel their breath, their warm breath on your cheek. All right? So when you check to see if they're breathing, you should do that for no longer than 10 seconds. So walk in, see that the scene is safe. I've checked. Are you all right? Are you okay? You, go call 911. Then I check. I'll put my ear down here. Okay, they're not breathing for 10 seconds. And then this is when you start your rescue breaths. Now, when you start your rescue breaths, you want to put your palm on the forehead and take your pointer finger and your middle finger and put it on the bony part of the chin and tilt the head backwards. Now, can y'all tell me why I want to tilt the head backwards? Yes, right here.
So it gives the throat more room and not stretched out.
Yes, so you can clear the airway. Because it is what happens when the body is relaxed like this, that the tongue is in the back, is blocking the airway. So by tilting the head back, you are therefore clearing the airway. So like I said, you take your palm, put it on the forehead, your two fingers, and put it on the bony part of the chin, because if you put it on the middle part, like of your throat, exactly, good job. So palm there, bony part, and then you want to pinch the nostrils with the hand that's on the top part of the forehead. Good, good, good. Now, when you do your rescue breaths, you want to make sure you have a good seal with your mouth. You want your mouth to cover the mouth of the person you're trying to rescue. And then you should do 2 rescue breaths, and each rescue breath should be 1 second long. So I will demonstrate that. Make sure this is clear here. So just to repeat, are you all right? Are you okay? No response. You, call 911. Check for signs. Breathing? Not breathing. Head, hand on the forehead, 2 fingers on the bony part, plug the nostrils, and then breathe. And then if they're still not breathing at this point, this is when you start going into chest compressions. Now, when you do chest compressions on the mannequin or onto your victim, you want to make sure that your hand is right in the middle, like right just above where the sternum ends. And you want to take your hands like this. I want everyone to sit straight up in their desk. Now, when I did my CPR training, I put my dominant hand, so I write with my right hand, so I put my right hand out. So you take your dominant hand, and then you take your other hand and interlock them like this. Can everyone do this? Great. So like I said previously, you want to take the palm of your hand and put it in that little notch right there, and then take your other hand and intertwine it. Should probably just go from this side. Good. And then you want to have your shoulders over your hands, and you want to have a good fast punch. Just like that. And you should be able to hear, when you work on these mannequins later, you're going to be able to hear that little click saying that it was good enough. Now what you want to shoot for is you want to shoot for 30 compressions every 18 seconds, or overall 100 compressions in 1 minute. And so I'll give you an example of what how fast the compression should be. Like I said, 30 compressions for every 18 seconds or 100 for every minute. And the counting is going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 all the way up till 30. So I'll give you an example here. So I take this part of the palm, put it here, interlock my hands, and go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 17 and 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Tilt the head back. Fingers on the bony part of the neck, then breathe. Then repeat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 and 11, 12 and 13 and 14 and 15 and 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. All right, so let's do this together. I want everyone to count with me because the counting's kind of messed up. So I want everyone to take their hand, like we just did. Just kind of put it on the desk and we'll count. So it'll be 1 and 2 and, all right? On your mark, get set, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 and 11, 12 and 13, 14 and 15 and 16 and 17 and 18 and 19 and 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Good job. Question?
Yes, like when you get to 20, how come you don't say the and anymore?
Because, so like, what's the word? How long the word one is, so one and, how long it takes to say one and is the same amount that it takes to say 20.
Oh,
So you understand what I'm saying? I can't think of the word right now, but that's how long it takes to say it. Because it would be, if I said 20 and, it would be a lot longer than saying one and. Not really.
How long do you have to go for? You said 18 seconds, but how long do you actually like?
No, go ahead. Are you asking how long do you have to do CPR for?
Yeah.
All right, like I said, it's when I said 30 compressions for 18 seconds, that's just kind of a general guideline. You want to try to shoot for 100 compressions in a minute. That's the kind of speed you want to be going at. You want to do 2 sets of 30 compressions before you give 2 more rescue breaths. Okay? When is a time when I want to stop giving CPR? Yes, good. Any other ideas? Yes.
When paramedics come.
Yes, great, awesome.
They start to like respond.
Yep.
Talk or something.
Good.
If
Yep.
someone asks if they can help too.
That's exactly, if someone else is if it's not, part of the ambulance and it's somebody else who says, I'm CPR certified, may I come help? Good.
if any adult comes in and like helps with it.
Yes, great. What if the scene becomes unsafe? Let's say you're in a burning building and you're trying to help this person and then the walls are starting to come in on you. Would that make the scene unsafe?
Yes.
So then once the scene starts becoming unsafe, then you no longer can continue CPR. Yes?
You leave them there, or you drag them out? Connor,
You'd want to, if you can pull them out, you'd want to pull them out.
what if they're too heavy?
Well then, I mean, you got to take care of, then you got to take care of yourself. Okay? Yes?
I mean, when you're doing the compressions, it looks like the chest is going down really far. Is it busting the ribs area?
Thank you. This is a great point. I forgot to mention this. When you are compressing the chest, how far you go down differs on if it's an adult, a child, or an infant. If it's an adult mannequin, you want to try to go down about 2 inches. The chest should compress about 2 inches. If you're dealing with a child, it should go down from an inch to an inch and a half. And if it's an infant, it's going to be completely different. But thank you for bringing that up. You want to try to have the chest go down about 2 inches. Okay? Any other questions? All right, good. So what we're going to do now is that I'm going to set up in the corner over here. I'll have 3 people at a time. We have 3 mannequins, and y'all are going to be able to work on the chest compressions in the rescue breathing. Now, when that is going on, I want everybody else to take out a piece of paper and a pencil, write your name on it. Like I said before, when I have some of the students over there working on the chest compressions and everything, I want everybody else to stay in their desk and use their inside voice, but I want you to write on certain situations where it may not be safe I want you to make up examples where it may not be safe to go into the room and check the individual and see if they're okay. And then write down any other questions that might pertain to CPR, okay? So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take you 3 front ladies and we'll go in the back of the corner, okay? You have a question? Yeah?
Do you want us to come up with different ideas than what we talked about, or can we use those two?
Different, you can do both, right? Some of the ideas we talked about, but I'd really like to see more different examples, okay? Okay. No, I'm good. Thank you, though. Could you ladies push those desks together, please? There we go. No, you should be all right, I think. If you just want to, just get down on both knees. Do not touch the mannequin with your mouth yet, okay? No, just work individually. I forgot to mention one thing. Like previously mentioned, we got these from the city's firefighter force. So let's treat these nice. Each one of these costs about $500. So please treat these properly or it's not going to be a good deal, okay? Thank you for working so quietly. You're doing very nice right now. Yep. Okay. So I want you, before every time you use one of these are disinfecting wipes. And you're gonna rip open the package. The trash is right behind you. Okay? And you're gonna wipe the mouth and clean the mouth. Okay? Good. Okay. So you three have walked into the room. The scene is safe. What are you gonna do first? You're gonna tap the shoulder and ask him, are you okay? Are you all right? So go ahead, do it.
Okay.